Hey nerds and nerdettes, it's Rick here, and I am back with a review, this time of the Diamond Select Universal Monsters Classics, Lon Chaney Jr. Wolfman, and Boris Karloff mummy figures. As of the review right now, we are 4 days away from Toy Fair 2016. We are in for quite a show. We've got a bunch of cool stuff coming up from Diamond Select, Mezco, NECA Toys, DC Collectibles. We've actually already gotten most of the reveals from Mezco. They had a pre-Toy Fair event at their facilities in New York City. They revealed a bunch of stuff in their 112 collective line. In fact, we've got a Universal Monsters Boris Karloff Frankenstein coming. We've got a bunch of awesome DC figures. We've got Batman v Superman. They are doing a 112 scaled Batmobile. They finally have the Marvel license. They're doing Star Trek. We've got a bunch of stuff coming that mind-blowing. So if you get a chance, check that out if you're interested. It's Mezco Toys Pre-Toy Fair Event 2016. But I digress. Let's get to the review. You're here for the review of the Universal Monsters. These just came out not too long ago, but I'm just now getting my review up. So let's just dive right into it. Let's start with my favorite Universal monster, and that is the Lon Chaney Jr. Wolfman. Let's just go ahead and get the articulation specs out of the way, and this actually does apply for both figures. There is no absence or addition of articulation, really. With either figure, save for 2 points that I'll point out here at the end of this layout here. So we've got a ball jointed head here, ball jointed shoulders. We've got bicep swivel here. We've got the Hasbro style elbows that kind of hinge out, swivel out and hinge. We've got swivel hinge here at the wrists. And we've got that weird torso cut, swivel, ball jointed deal that they've got going on. I thought that there was waist articulation here, but there is not. Or if it is, it's kind of stuck here, but I'm not going to force it. We've got the DC Universe Classic style outward hinged hips here. We've got a thigh swivel. We've got hinged knees. And then here is where they differ, and that is this guy has double articulation in his ankles. So we've got a swivel here at the upper ankle part, and then we've got a hinged here second ankle for the kind of the lichen stance that Wolfman has. I thought it was on a ball joint, but it doesn't look like it is. But anyways, okay, let's move on to the sculpt of this guy. Fantastic likeness to Lon Chaney Jr. I mean, you can just look at it and say that's Lon Chaney Jr. There's no mistaking it. Fantastic sculpt. Lots of wrinkles here in the clothing. I'm loving all the details. I mean, this is sculpted by Gene St. Jean, who is one of my favorite sculptors. I loved all of his work since the McFarlane days. I love what he does with this line, the Universal Classics line. I love his work on Marvel Select. I love the work that he does with DC Collectibles. His New 52 Deathstroke figure is one of my favorite figures that came out in that line. Yeah, he's a wizard. He does lots of fantastic work, and especially, of course, how could I forget, Creature Replica. If you want, go ahead and check out my Creature Replica Bigfoot, or excuse me, I think I have it labeled a Sasquatch review. That is up right now, so go ahead and check that out. He does fantastic work. This is no exception. Either figure, there's no exception here. Paint is fantastic on this figure. If I did have one minor gripe, it would be that the clothes, for some reason here, not even necessarily on the mummy, just the Wolfman here, they're kind of glossy. You can see it when I move it in the light. They look like they're wet, and I don't exactly know why. But, you know, he's not going to be a direct light when I have him on my shelf, so it doesn't bother me that badly. Major difference between this and the previous release, which I'm very grateful to have a second opportunity to get this character, because I'm an idiot and I missed out on their previous release of the Wolfman. Previous release of the Wolfman had minimal articulation. I don't know that he had any below the waist, but he's very difficult to find now. I wasn't going to spend $100 to try and get the Wolfman, as much as I love the character and as much as I love the figure. I was not going to spend $100 to try and get him, or $75 or whatever he was going for on eBay. So I'm glad that they offered him up, and the major difference, obviously, is the articulation. The previous release was, light on the articulation, more McFarlane-esque. These are the same scale, just more articulation is really the only difference, and then different bases, obviously. And it's improved in every way. Sculpts, paints are fantastic. Lots of washes. Pants look a little dirty here. Lots of washes here in the fur. I love that the skin difference here in the hand, the palm of the hand. Nice washes. They don't have to do a wash in the palm, but they do it anyway. No paint splotches here really on the teeth where it's a different color than the rest of the face. No wonky eyes. Again, just lots of washes that really bring out the details of the sculpt. Apparently he's got something printed on his back here. But great figure. Even the treads here on the feet. Who would think to look at the bottom of the feet on a figure? But, Gene St. Jean and Diamond Select. Diamond Select is obviously one of my top 3 favorite companies. I love Diamond Select, DC Collectibles, NECA Toys. They're the top 3 for me. Runner-up, only right now because they're getting back into the game, is Mezco Toys. But, this could change by next year. Okay, back to the review of this figure. Oh, no. Mummy's drunk. Okay, the base. This is his only accessory. He comes with this base. I don't recall him in the movie being around ruins, but it's been a while since I've watched it. I kind of wish he would have come with the very detailed wooded base that he had in the original release, but I understand why they did that, to make it different for people that already had that previous release. So I'm cool with it. It's a fantastic base. It looks like ruins. It's very detailed. Again, nice paint applications all over it. Nice washes. You can see there's some moss here, some vines growing up the pillars, some bones over here. We've got a bunch of leaves and grass and whatnot. Very detailed base. Wonderfully done. Can't complain. I'm a fan. And let's move on to, again, fantastic likeness. Boris Karloff, Mummy. What can I say about this guy? The details are, just incredible in the face. That is definitely Boris Karloff's Mummy. He looks like a decrepit mummy. He looks like he's been, falling apart for the past thousands of years. Wonderful line details, wrinkles here in the wraps of the mummy, the slick back hair that he, was known for in the movie. We've got the ring. Just, a perfect marriage of sculpts and paint washes, and just, he looks like he's decayed. He looks like a decrepit old mummy that's been falling apart. And again, the difference between this and the previous release is the articulation and the accessories, which this guy comes with several accessories. He comes with more than the Wolfman, obviously. He comes with this fallen apart pot deal going on here. We've got this broken bottle, vase, vase, whatever you want to call it. He's got a scroll. And then if you want to count this as a different accessory, on the base, the statue does unattach. I glued mine down because it kept falling over. The peg was kind of pushed down, so I had to kind of glue it to the base. Base itself is very detailed. It's a very big base. There's my hand compared to it. I've got big hands. And just great details. It looks like a pyramid base, an Egyptian base. Lots of hieroglyphic details here. Just wonderfully done. Gene does fantastic work. I believe he sculpted this base. I could be mistaken. But whoever did it, fantastic job. Lots of details there. I like that the bronze statue here is kind of getting that green fadedness that a lot of bronze statues do. That's a nice touch. Nice touch. These figures are out now. There is a third figure in the wave, Lucy Westerna, to accompany the Van Helsing. I didn't pick it up yet, but I do plan on it. Again, Diamond Select does fantastic work. I rarely have complaints about it. If I'm going to have a complaint, no complaint on this guy, just the glossiness of the clothes on the Wolfman, you know, if I had a complaint. But that's just me being nitpicky. These figures are out now. They retail for about $24.99, which, you know, with the giant bases and the articulation and just the overall look of the figures, you're getting a bargain at $24.99. Diamond is always very reasonable with their pricing. So if you are a fan of these, if you're a fan of Gene St. Jean, Diamond Select, these are wonderful figures to pick up. Again, we are 4 days away from Toy Fair. I'm assuming that Diamond is going to have some wonderful things for show. Hopefully some more Universal Monsters. We're going to have some more Gotham, more Marvel Select. I believe they're working on Mallrats Select, which that has me very amped. Finally, a Brody Select. Yeah, pick these up, guys. Wonderfully done. You can get them at your local comic book shop or online at places like BigBadToyStore.com. Universal Selects. Universal Monster Selects. Pick them up, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you after Toy Fair.